Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carey. If this is your first time here. In today's video, I'm going to do a little review on the Best Year Journal from Intelligent Change. So I don't interfere with my life. The Best Year Journal from Intelligent Change. I thought this product was really interesting, and I am a fan of Mimi and Alex ikonn. So I wanted to pick it up, test it out, and then give you my thoughts. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. So the Best Year Journal. So I got the digital version and I just had it printed out at my local printer store, which is Kinko's here in the United States. It's like 100 and something pages, I think 139. I printed it back to back, and the product cost $9.99 in US dollars. I think it's like 8 pounds, British pounds or whatever. It was a really easy process. I just went onto their website, purchased it, and then I was emailed a downloadable PDF file. So it's awesome. And the whole purpose of the Best Year Journal is to kind of really dive deep, figure out what it is, what you really want, how you're actually and tactfully going to get there by smart goal setting and things of that nature. And then just really thinking about how you want your year to feel. And it is February, but if you have not done this process or goal set for the year, don't fret, it's never too late. So I know it's February, but I did want to kind of get through all the exercises and then give my real thoughts of the video to you. Mimi uploaded a video about this product. I think it's like a 40-minute video where she kind of walks through everything in her own words. I would definitely recommend that you go watch it if you're interested in buying, just so you can hear from the person who created it what exactly her thought process was behind the whole thing. I definitely watched it. So, but yeah, my first thoughts and my general perspective are that the product is definitely very thorough. I mean, she goes through pretty much every facet of your life that you can think of, and she attacks it from multiple different angles. A pro, I would say, is that there's a lot of quotes, which I think it's pretty standard of Intelligent Change products, because I've purchased a productivity planner. I've also purchased a 5-minute journal, and it's kind of their shtick, kind of their thing. So it's just nice. Another thing that I think they do well with their products is they do give good introductory information and good instructions on how to fill it out, and kind of the mindset and the time that you will want to dedicate when you're completing something like this. So the journal is kind of broken up into 7 major parts, and I'll run through those really quick. So it's the end of the year review, which, you know, you're going through your last year. It's a pretty thorough deep dive of the last year that you had. Your magical moments, your things that you really learned from, the biggest lessons that you took away, some of the tough moments that you had, all that type of stuff, which I found really valuable to look back on. Because typically when I goal set, I really only kind of look forward, and sometimes reflecting on the things that have happened, designating some time for that is really, really helpful. And I kind of uncovered some things throughout that exercise that I took away. Then the second part, she kind of walks you through how to use the product, so self-explanatory. And then in part 3, you kind of really, I guess the best way for me to describe it is she starts like really, really, really big picture and then gets gradually more and more detailed kind of as the journal goes along. So in part 3, the exercise that I would say this is my top favorite exercise from the book, is you go through and write a letter to yourself at the end of the year with how you kind of interpret the year to have gone. So you write it in future tense, I believe it is, right? Or actually in past tense, excuse me. You write it in past tense so that you can kind of put yourself in the feeling of how things happened for you in that year, which I really did enjoy that exercise. I don't really do that on a yearly basis, so it was just really good to do. She gives you a lot of space to kind of work out all of these ideas, which is nice. And then after the kind of big picture, of the entire year, she kind of walks you through different areas of your life, like romance and love, different types of relationships, your work, giving back, all that type of stuff. And the next part is like really, really the meat of the book and where you really get detailed. She talks through, your personal action plan. So she'll break it down by like, what area of your life does this goal fit into? Why are you pursuing this goal? That's also very, very important. What resources that you can use to get you to your goal, and what supporting actions that you'll take to get to that goal, and how you're going to include them in your life. The timeline in which you would want to see that goal realized, and then at the end, a reward, whatever that reward might be for you. So I think it's a really, really thorough breakdown on how to attack your goals, how to think about them. And I thought that was really cool. And she has several different areas where you can kind of fill out those different types of goals. And I think she recommends that you don't focus on too many of them, which is something that I also recommend. And then the last major section of the book is like a monthly review. So every month she has a few questions where you can kind of reflect on the month, see how things went, see what type of progress you were making towards your goals. And yeah, it's super, super cool. So all in all, I definitely think it was worth the money. And it's definitely, I may not do every single one of these exercises every year, but I definitely think it's something that I'm going to incorporate in my yearly goal setting practice. The things that she incorporates in this journal are things that, you know, I definitely goal set every year, or I have at least for the past 5 years, 4 or 5 years or so. The portion where she has you write a letter to yourself with in the past tense with how you kind of want things to feel and look for you by the end of the year. I can't wait to go back and read that at the end of 2021 to kind of see how my perspective has changed. I think that would be really, really cool. And then also just the thorough kind of breakdown of each individual goal, I definitely will continue. And the last part that I really took away as well was just the end of the year review, kind of looking back, reminiscing on things that you were grateful for, and going back to what they called in the journals the magical moments of the year. It just kind of has some nostalgia that feels really good in the moment to kind of like look back on, and then also looking back on the lessons that you learned. And I think that that is something that can prevent you, if you choose to look at it like this, from, you know, making some of the same mistakes, if you want to call it that, going forward. So anyway, I really enjoyed the product. I thought it was, again, just really well thought out, really thorough. You could tell she put a lot of thought into it. And I do think it's worth the money. And I will absolutely incorporate a lot of these activities in my year-over-year goal setting and review going forward for sure. So anyway, have you thought about purchasing the Best Year Journal? Have you? What are your thoughts on it? I definitely thought it was very, very time consuming. So that's a final thought that I have. It's very, very time consuming. So I would definitely plan out like a week or even if you want to give yourself a goal by the end of January, you want to get it done. Or dedicate your entire month of December to get it done. But it's very time consuming, especially if you're like really putting the thought into the exercises and putting a lot of effort into them. Yeah, it took me several days to do it, and I was like actively writing and thinking every day. So I would definitely recommend that you dedicate at least 1 week. And if you kind of want to take your time and really think and all that, I would recommend 2 weeks to 1 month to do so. So anyway, so thank you so much for your time. Really hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why. I hope to talk to you soon, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.